What's up, y'all? It's FTKComputer. Yeah, how are you guys doing? I'm doing good. So I just kind of wanted to come on here real quick and talk about Echo a little bit. Y'all already know how I feel. I was so excited from the origin story, which was really compelling, to the emote at the end. Her animation just looked so cool. And then also, I mean, how long have we been waiting for this character? I feel like the McCree/Ash thing came out so long ago. It's like a year or something ago. Maybe it has to have been over a year. You know, so we've been kind of hyped up. And I guess everyone just assumed, maybe because of her design, maybe because of how, you know, McCree saying that the world really needs you. We were thinking, oh, this is definitely going to be a new support hero that can flies, which would be different. I mean, Mercy can kind of glide, but she's not really a flyer like Pharah, so it was kind of like, wow, we're gonna have like a flying support hero. You know, this will make more people interested in playing support, because we already know there's a lack of support and tank players in general. But you know, we were all just like, oh, and it's funny because I think so many people were just, I don't even think we ever thought like, oh, maybe this is not a support hero. This is like, I feel like most people were like, this is definitely a support hero, even though I know they have released heroes like, you know, support, tank, you know, I know they've done that, but I thought, especially with like the inclusion of role lock, which was, in my opinion, meant to help the game, because how many matches we be playing competitive and there'll be like 4 DPS and an off tank and 1 support, you know, like the game was just so unorganized. And I feel like because of all of this, I'm thinking there's absolutely no way that Blizzard doesn't realize that the game is just completely unbalanced when it comes to hero selection. You know, there's such a diverse group of DPS heroes that do so many different things. And for support and tank, it just feels like, you know, it just feels stagnant. Like, I think there's a reason. I don't think that it's just like, oh, so many people just only want to play DPS heroes because it's a first-person shooter, because a lot of the heroes don't shoot. Some of them have projectiles, like, and they play in so many different ways. And I was thinking, well, Blizzard obviously can tell that we need more support heroes, we need more tank heroes. This will get more people wanting to play deep, you know, tank and support because of the lack thereof. But of course, today, I'm like, it's like, oh, finally, you can finally see gameplay of Echo, and I'm like, oh, really? I'm so excited to see what this healer can do. And I'm looking at the gameplay, and I'm like, oh wow, she does quite a bit of damage, and she like she's doing damage. Like, oh, cool. And then I'm like, I slowly came to the realization. I'm like, wait, this team has a Brig and a Mercy, but is this quick play? Like, is this like, wait, what's going on? And then it just dawned on me, and it hit me, and I'm like, what is this, a DPS hero? You're kidding me. With like all the effort that they've been trying to do to like reduce the queue times for DPS, it's like, ha, JK, we're releasing another DPS hero, even though we only have like 7 supports and like 8 tanks. Like, we're gonna go, we have over 20 DPS heroes, but who cares? We're gonna keep going. You know, like, it almost just makes me feel like whoever is making these decisions, because I don't want to say Blizzard overall or the Overwatch team overall, but whoever is making these kind of decisions is so clueless when it comes to what portions of the community are saying. And of course, I'm not talking about the DPS community, because they're fine. Look how many heroes they have. The only thing I'm sure they're complaining about is like wait times, because I mean, who wants to wait 15-20 minutes just to play around? Like, that's why, like, you know, most of my channel in its inception has been Symmetra gameplay, but I don't want to wait 20 minutes every time I want to play Symmetra. You know, I've dropped so far because I just can't do it. Like, I can't wait 20 minutes just to play one Overwatch match. And then you don't even know, as a solo viewer, I don't even know what kind of match I'm gonna get. A lot of times I get in a match, we got Roadhog Zarya, we have Lucio Zen, you know, people are screaming at each other, and it's like, I just waited 20 minutes for this. Or somebody just leaves the match and I have to wait 20 minutes again. Or I'm waiting 20 minutes in between every match, I fall asleep and then get kicked and lose 100 SR because I'm like, or not 100, but like 50 for like just falling asleep. Like, the wait times are too long. And the reason that the wait times are too long is because everyone wants to play DPS. As someone who plays DPS, tank, and support, I can honestly say that I feel like playing support a lot of the time is unsatisfying. I feel like playing tank a lot of the time is unsatisfying. I feel like a lot of tank and support players have left Overwatch because of that. And whereas role lock did do some good, it also exposed other issues. One, that so many people have no idea how to play support and tank, but end up queuing up for those roles because they don't want to wait 20 minutes. And so then the matches still feel bad because people don't know what they're doing. You know, you have people in Diamond playing support who don't know how to play support. You have people in Diamond playing tank who don't know how to play a tank. Like, it's... I just feel like something that should be a priority is making the game feel fun again for everyone, not just DPS, because that's the problem. Playing DPS feels fun and satisfying, but playing other roles does not. And so I'm thinking, and I'd say the easiest way to fix that is to balance the roster. It doesn't have to be completely balanced. I don't expect there to ever be, you know, an equal amount of damage, support, and tanks. But I feel like having 7 supports, it's just there's no diversity in gameplay. You know, yeah, there might be diversity in those supports, but a lot of times, if there's a fire on the enemy team and I'm playing DPS, I have choices when it comes to hit scan. If the enemy team is running a shield and I need a damage hero, I have choices when it comes to heroes that do damage and bust shields. But if you need a shield tank, all you have is really Orisa and Rhine. I mean, people are trying to play Sigma as a main shield tank, but that ain't really working. People have made it work, but it's not reliable. Most of the time, you need a defensive ult because of all of these overpowered ultimates. All you can do is either play Lucio or Zen. You know, that's it. There is no other defensive ult to run. And so if the team needs that, we have to depend on me either knowing how to play Lucio and Zen, both of which I do not play because I don't enjoy playing them. I think they're boring. No offense to anyone who likes them, but like with the DPS, you have choices. You can find a hero that fits your own personal likes and play style, and they're a diverse amount. And people were trying to call me immature when I was saying that I felt like Overwatch panders too hard to their DPS base. And yet here they are releasing another DPS hero when at the same time they're trying to figure out a way to reduce DPS play times. Like, that's so counterintuitive. That's like trying to fix a problem and make it worse at the same time. I don't get it. I don't get it. And not to mention, this is more of a console-specific thing when it comes to Echo. I feel like they've just created a better version of Pharmacy, which is already broken on console anyway. You know, they talked about doing more console-specific changes, but I ain't heard nothing about that, so I don't know. You know? And it's so frustrating trying to have the Pharmacy conversation because so many DPS players now just use keyboard and mouse. So it's like, oh, well, I don't have any issue killing Pharmacy because I can just do flicks and kill her. But actually trying to aim on a controller and kill Pharmacy is very difficult. And so the game just feels unbalanced. So it's so unbalanced when it comes to the actual abilities. It's unbalanced because of keyboard and mouse. And now we have another DPS hero who can fly. It's almost like I feel like whoever makes some of these decisions is out of touch when it comes to what Overwatch players actually want that are not, you know, either DPS players or Overwatch League players. Like, what about everyone else, you know? Because, like, we've seen that pandering already start to affect even DPS players. Because DPS players still want people to play support and tank in their matches. And it definitely, you can feel the effect of when you have somebody who doesn't know what they're doing playing a support. You're not getting heals. When you have somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, who's only a DPS player but doesn't want to wait, so they're playing tank and they don't know what they're doing. Like, you can feel the effects of that. So I just really, I know it's too late, but it's just like, wow, like this really has killed the hype that I had for this hero, you know. And it's been a long time since I felt Overwatch hype. Let me be honest. So I'm really disappointed. Like I feel like the only people that are excited about this are going to be DPS players once again, but then eventually they're going to be wondering why nobody wants to play support or tank, and then they're going to have to learn, but then not be enthusiastic about it because that's not what they want to do. It's like, why not create a more diverse hero pool for your tanks and support so that more people want to play it, and so that the people that actually play support and tank are happy with the game? Because I can tell you, as a flex player, I'm not happy with the game because I can't flex anymore. You know, as a Symmetra player, I just feel like they have completely like just given up on trying to balance Symmetra now. Anyway, you know, it's when I play other DPS heroes, it's fun because I feel like I have a lot of control over the match, but as a tank and support player, the game just it feels stale, and it's annoying, you know. I just don't enjoy it. So that's why I've been playing so much Apex lately. I'm like, I don't like other people having control over how the game goes, and as a support player and as a tank player, I don't feel like I have enough control over my matches. So that's just how I feel. Let me know how you guys feel. Are you excited about Echo? If you're excited about Echo, be excited about Echo. That's one thing I want people to understand. Like, I'm glad that DPS players are excited, but I'm like, overall, is this going to help or hurt Overwatch as a game? And I feel like it's going to hurt it. So, yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts. I will talk to y'all later. Peace. So, like, it's like a city where there's no moral code, I'm assuming. Okay. All I heard, I wasn't paying attention to the voice. All I heard was, "Are you as good as my daddy?" What are they talking about?
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel.
Huh. Look, Mr. Bubbles. Oh my God.
Mom's gone.
No, she's crazy or something. I'm just laughing at. I didn't trust that. Oh my God. Oh, flames. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Oh.
An intruder! He's ugly! Ugly! Ugly!
Oh, here's the gun. Okay, bye.